Story 2. Raven and Little Jill. Raven and Little Jill. At the screech of a rooster one morning, a field hand rose up, a smile on his face. He found a big bag of seeds in the granary and lifted it up into a wheelbarrow. Then he opened the bag of seeds and felt the texture of the grains. When ready, he wheeled the barrow out towards the fields, a smile on his face.
"What's it so freaking happy about?"
A little black jackdaw squawked. She snapped her head back and forth, and left and right. Jackdaws are smaller than most crows, you'll notice. Beside her, on the same old tree stump, sat a big black raven, watchful and silent-like. Ravens, by way of contrast, are larger than most crows.
"And look,"
said the jackdaw.
"it's not even watching where it's going."
The field hand bumped right into a boulder, spilling some seeds. Then he backed up and rolled his little cart round the rock, continuing on to a hard-packed roadway, a smile on his face. Humans are brainier than crows. Mostly, that is.
"Come on, this could be our big chance,"
said the little jackdaw.
"Well, you go ahead then, if you need to,"
said the big raven. The jackdaw was already zipping over to the boulder. She sampled some tasty seeds, then sped to the roadway, following a lucky trail of spilled food. The raven, following at her own easy pace, watched the field hand stop and scoop some seeds and throw them to the side. This was extremely unusual. The fields of tilled soil were farther on, not here. Said the raven,
"You know what? I do not think it gives a craw."
"Gives a craw about what?"
said the jackdaw between pecks.
"Well, the poor ape is casting all over the place. Look, see, does not give a craw."
They both could see the field hand stop again, scoop up a handful of seeds, and cast them straight into a bush.
"Caw!"
said the jackdaw.
"I am not going in there. Thorns!"
"Poor little jackdaw, you know what it could be,"
said the raven as the field hand finally and properly moved into the fields, a smile on his face.
"What, poor fat raven?"
said the jackdaw, her beak all fuzzy with grain husk.
"Is that humanoid blind? Is that the big mystery? It can't see where it's going, and it only knows to get up when it hears the rooster. Puzzle solved. Back to eating. By the way, call me Jill, as in Jildaw, not Jack."
"Well, yes, dear little Jill. That humanoid could be blind, I suppose,"
said Raven.
"Or it could be crazy, or it could be soon to die. However, I think the poor ape's boss told it to get out there at once and sow the grain. But the boss does not say where to sow, so Smiley here thinks that if too many seeds turn into plants, then there is far too much work to be done at harvest time. So here it is, carefully scooping, but carelessly casting. Does not give a craw."
"Raven,"
said little Jill.
"Yes, little Jill,"
said Raven.
"why don't you forget about all that? Just pick up some of this motherload of food while you can, will you?"
"Me? Oh, I do not give a craw about a few seeds on the road. I shall return at harvest time with all my bodies. Once the plants are all ripe and ready, we shall eat 100 times more food than pecking up a few wasted morsels. We shall feast like bosses."
And with that thought, Raven left Little Jill. She made a loud rattling craw, and she launched. She flew away at her own easy pace, this day taking away one thing only, a smile on her face. You have just listened to Raven and Little Jill, Story 2 of Fabulous Tales and Fables ASAP by Owen T Duggan, year 2017. And read by myself, the author, because let's face it, it's fun.